Wait, stop scrolling. Your brain just showed you something 5 minutes ago. You felt it. A quiet dread. A flash of, what if? That was not anxiety, that was a preview. You just felt your biggest regret, and you almost ignored it. Here's the terrifying part about that preview. You are NERO. And you are living inside a simulation, not a movie simulation, a brain simulation, running 24 hours a day, right inside your skull. That moment you almost acted but didn't. Scientists at MIT confirmed this in 2023. Your brain has a prediction engine. It runs future scenarios constantly. It is called prospective cognition. Your orbitofrontal cortex handles this. It is calculating your life. It is fast-forwarding your life, right now, while you breathe, while you sleep, while you scroll. Your brain is already living in tomorrow. It is checking your decisions. It is grading your choices. And it is filing the results under one folder, labeled regret, and that folder already has your name on it. Most people think regret is a feeling. It is not. Regret is a neurological event. It is your brain comparing two timelines, the life you are living and the life you were supposed to live. Every time that gap appears, your dopamine drops hard. Wolfram Schultz discovered this. He won the Nobel Prize for it. He called it reward prediction error. Your brain expected a version of you. That took the risk. That started the thing. That made the call. When that version never showed up, your brain punishes you instantly with a dopamine crash. That crash is what regret feels like, that heaviness in your chest, that 3 a.m. replay in your head. That is not weakness. That is your brain grieving a future that it already built for you and never got to see. But here is what nobody tells you. Your brain has been warning you for years. You just did not speak its language. Your brain does not use words. It uses sensations. That tight chest when you said no? That is future regret. That restless feeling on Sunday nights. That is future regret. That weird sadness when you see someone thriving, doing exactly what you wanted to do. That is future regret. Delivered early. Researchers at Cornell University studied this. They tracked 1,500 adults across 20 years. The results were brutal. 76% of people regretted inaction, not action, inaction. The things they did not do hurt far more than the things they did. The business they never started, the conversation they kept avoiding, the relationship they let fade, the dream they filed under someday. Someday never came. And your brain knew it would not. It warned you. You called it overthinking. You called it anxiety. You called it fear. It was none of those things. It was a preview sent by the most advanced computer on Earth, the one inside your head. So why do you keep ignoring it? The answer will make you deeply uncomfortable. Your brain runs two systems. System 1 is fast. It reacts. It seeks comfort. It avoids pain right now. System 2 is slow. It plans. It calculates long-term cost. It sees the regret coming. Nobel Prize winner Daniel Kahneman mapped this. He spent decades studying how humans decide. His conclusion was devastating. And that is how people waste their lives. Because discomfort today feels worse than regret tomorrow. You choose the comfortable choice because the pain of regret is delayed. It is somewhere in the future, and your brain discounts the future. It prioritizes today, always. This is called present bias, and it is the single biggest reason. People live with regret, not because they are weak, not because they did not know better, because their brain was wired to lose the future every single time, and every time you picked now. Your prediction engine filed another entry in that folder, the one labeled regret. But here's where it gets darker. There is a second brain system working against you, and you have never even heard of it. There is a concept in neuroscience called the ideal self-simulation. Your brain built a version of you years ago, maybe when you were a teenager, maybe when you first had a big dream. It built this version in detail, the career, the relationships, the version of your body. the way people would talk about you, that version lives in your brain right now. Like a ghost. That version of you is not imaginary, it is recorded, and it is watching what you are becoming, running beside your real life. And every single day, your brain compares the two, the ghost you and the real you. Columbia University researchers discovered this in 2024. They found that people replay comparisons between their ideal self and their current self up to 40 times more. Then they replay positive memories 40 times. You are not imagining this. Your brain is literally running a comparison engine, non-stop, and the gap between who you are and who your brain built you to be. That gap is what is hurting you. But what if you could close that gap? What if your brain already knows exactly how? Harvard researchers spent 80 years on one study, the longest human development study ever run. They tracked people across their entire lives, from childhood to death, and they found 5 regrets that appear in almost every human life. Your brain has already started building these right now. The first is career regret. Not the job you have, the work you were meant to do, that you have been postponing. The second is education regret, not a degree, the skill you said you would learn, that you keep pushing to next month. The third is relationship regret. This one hurts the most. A 2024 study in Nature Human Behavior confirmed. Social regrets activate the same brain regions as physical pain. The calls you kept delaying, the apology you rehearsed and never gave, the people you took for granted until they were gone. The fourth is health regret, the body you had that you did not protect. Your brain has already run this simulation. It knows what you will look like at 60, based on your current choices, right now. The fifth is authenticity regret. Bronnie Ware was a palliative care nurse. She sat with hundreds of dying people. She asked them about their deepest regret. The answer was always the same, almost every single time. I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. That is the regret your brain fears most, living a life you did not choose, and right now. Your brain is actively showing you which of these you are building. Can you feel it? Here is what makes regret different from guilt. Guilt is about what you did to others. Regret is about what you did to yourself. And regret loops. It does not end with one visit. Your brain returns to it, again and again. University of Michigan researchers studied this loop. They found something extraordinary. People who tried to suppress regret felt it twice as intensely. The harder you push it away, the louder it gets. The more you say, I need to stop thinking about this, the more your brain thinks about it. This is called the ironic process theory, discovered by Daniel Wegner at Harvard. Suppression does not work. It never worked. It makes the loop faster. And your brain cannot stop looping because it is trying to fix something. It is running the scenario over and over, searching for the moment where you could have changed it, looking for a different outcome. That is not self-punishment. That is your prediction engine trying to learn so it does not happen again. The problem is, you never give it new information. You just loop and loop and loop until now. Because there are exactly 3 things that can permanently break the regret loop, and number 2 takes less than 4 minutes. The first thing is temporal reframing. Stanford researchers tested this in 2024. They gave people a simple question. Will this decision matter in 10 years? Not 10 days, not 10 weeks, 10 years. That single question pulls your brain out of present bias. It forces System 2 online. It overrides the comfortable choice. It makes the future feel real. And when the future feels real, you stop ignoring the warnings. The second thing is expressive writing. University of Michigan confirmed it. Writing about your regret for just 15 minutes reduces its emotional intensity by up to 55%. Not journaling about your day. Writing specifically about the regret, the exact scenario, what you wish you had done, what you would do differently. Your brain reads that as new evidence. It updates the prediction. The loop slows down. The third thing is committed action, not a plan, not a vision board, one action. Today, your brain only stops looping when it gets proof that you are changing direction. One email sent changes the simulation. One honest conversation started changes the simulation. One page written. One workout done. One boundary set. Your brain does not need a transformed life. It needs evidence of a new decision. Give it that evidence, and the loop stops, because your prediction engine finally has something new to calculate. But there is one final thing your brain needs you to know, and this is the part most people never reach. You are not watching this video by accident. Your brain brought you here. It runs simulations constantly. It placed discomfort in your chest until you sought an answer. That is not coincidence. That is prediction. That is your own mind trying to reroute you before it is too late. UCLA researchers found something powerful. People who acted despite anticipated regret reported significantly less actual regret long-term. The fear of regret is always worse than the regret itself. Always. Your brain is not punishing you. It is protecting you. Every simulation it runs, every flash of dread, every 3 a.m. replay is just your brain saying one thing: you still have time. The version of you without regret is not a fantasy. It is a pending prediction, waiting to be confirmed by one decision, the one your brain has been pointing at for months, maybe years. You already know what it is. You have always known. Your brain told you. In the tight chest, in the sleepless night, in the quiet sadness. When you watch someone else live your dream, that was not jealousy. That was a message from your future self, sent back through your prediction engine saying, you still have time, but not forever. Your future self is watching this moment right now, and they are either cheering or they are grieving. You are the only one who decides which one. If your brain just showed you something, hit subscribe. Next time NERO shows you the one regret your brain never recovers from.